I can clearly say that two people actually disappointed Real Madrid in this game. Two people. Because I never expected the kind of game they played yesterday. First, Rüdiger. Rüdiger was a shadow of himself. I think Rüdiger, based on his experience and how far he has gone in football, he shouldn't be doing this rugby kind of football. Yes, football is a game of contact, but that does not mean it's a game of punching or a game of bullying or trying to four people, right? So I think that he would have been sent off in that game. Just that the referee was just lenient. The referee was just, just had to let it go. Because when you look at Rüdiger, I don't think that Rüdiger at this point in time should be playing the way he's playing. This is the kind of football he plays when he was in Chelsea. I thought with age, you begin to mature, grow, and understand game better. You grow in wisdom, right? But in Rüdiger's case, it's a different scenario. Looking at Rüdiger, I thought maybe by now he should be coming down. Instead of using his gara, everything will be muscle, everything will be by power, my experience, everything not just by technicality. How good you are. You don't need all those of muzzle to bully defend or opponent or to bully all the strikers. And the guy outsmarted him yesterday. Haaland outsmarted him yesterday, right? And looking at it, I think he is the one that actually cost Real Madrid that goal. Because already Real Madrid were leading and they were playing very, very well in the first half. First half ended 2-1. So, and looking at it, that at the time when Madrid were leading by a goal, courtesy of Rüdiger, I thought maybe they would have stabilized the game and go for the finishing. But no, Vinicius on his own hand did not even contribute any meaningful thing in that game. Vinicius was practically rejoicing after falling on the floor, jubilating that he won a penalty, only for the thing to be waved and looked at in the VR and discovered that it was just a free kick. The thing happened outside the box. So how is it that a player of Vinicius was rejoicing for a penalty? Of all the things you can rejoice for, just your penalty, just want to get a penalty. It was just shameless to see that these two players were actually the culprit in this game. If not, Madrid would have defeated Man City in that game because they had the game being controlled in the first half. I thought in the second half they would have come with another plan to finish off the game, but no, rather they allowed Man City to dominate more of the second half. And Bellingham could have finished that game if he had, scored that chip in the 9 minutes of that game, right? It would have ended 2-2. But I think Bellingham had a very fantastic game yesterday. That Canales, that their left back, had a very fantastic game yesterday. Valverde had a very fantastic game yesterday. In fact, all of them had a very good game, except for Rüdiger and Vinicius. Vinicius, for me, you need to step up your game. This is not the Vinicius we used to know. I don't know what has happened to Vinicius. I don't know what is the problem, but I think someone needs to call him out and tell him the obvious truth. You can't be asking for much money. You can't be asking for pay rise, whereas you have not upped your game. You have not scored in the last 15 games for Real Madrid. How do you now, want to demand for such amount of money? What is the criteria? What is the basis for giving you this kind of money? When you make demand, it means that you are up, you are doing and you are scoring goals, you are delivering. That is what it means by demanding. Based on that, you have the right to demand because of your productivity and everything you're doing. But in this case, you are doing nothing. And you are asking for pay rise. You want to be in the same equation with Kylian Mbappe, who is delivering, who has been the main man carrying this Real Madrid. It's a shame anyway. It's a shame, right? But I say, let's see what happens if this guy does not improve in his game. I think it's time Real Madrid need to take the biggest decision by letting him leave. Yes, they should take the biggest decision by selling him and cashing in and use it to get players who are ready and to do what it is to be done in the club.